everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about something that I love about my hearing loss and some positive sides of it. I think I've kind of been in a negative mood lately and I'm starting to get out of that and turn that around, and I truly believe that there is a positive side of every single situation. It really just matters on how we look at it, how we come out, and how we handle these situations. And so I wanted to make this video because there are a lot of things that I am grateful for. I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't have a hearing loss. If I didn't wear hearing aids, I would be such a different person. It's not even funny to think about how different I would be, and I think that's the case for a lot of different things and conditions, and anything and everything that we might have to deal with shapes us in some way, and this had definitely been a really defining factor throughout my life, and I want to talk about some positives. Number one, I think that I am a much more critical thinker and a smarter person than I would be without my hearing loss. Now let me explain that a little bit, because I've always kind of started a little bit behind because it takes me a lot more effort and focus than most people. I've had to try extra hard, and that's given me the motivation to not only just keep up with my peers but to surpass them and excel in some way. I don't think I would have had that same motivation if everything just came super easy to me, if that makes sense. Having hearing loss has really installed a strong work ethic. Work ethic is something that everybody can have and develop, but for me, the thing that really developed it was my hearing loss, because I was like, oh my gosh, if I want to excel, if I want to do X, Y, and Z in life, I really have to focus and make this a priority, and it had been instilled in me from such a young age, and I definitely don't think I would have had that if I didn't have a hearing loss. Just having to go to speech therapy classes while all of my friends were hanging out, having tutors and extra help from my teachers, going in early, staying late, all of that has instilled such a strong work ethic. And even throughout like my job that I had to try extra hard. I had to think of different solutions, even in the journalism sphere, which is what I majored in. Just having to do different things in the control room as an anchor, like, it has really instilled in me a strong work ethic. Not only that, it has instilled in me a problem solving mindset. When a problem arises, I'm not like, oh well, that's it, like someone else will solve the problem. Because of my hearing loss and because of the challenges that I've faced in the past, I'm always like, okay, well, this might not work, but let's try to find something that does. Let's always find a solution that works for everyone, because I have been in so many of those situations in the past that now when a problem kind of arises, I'm almost expecting it in a way, and I'm much more in a mindset to fix the problem, come up with a solution that might even be better than what was previously had. I think it's just a different mindset and a different way of thinking that I'm really, really grateful for, because when you're used to having the world not conform to your natural state as a person, and you're always having to conform to the situation or other to just function, you think about things differently and you think about the world differently, and I'm really grateful for that. Another thing, and a huge one, is confidence. I had to go through such a confidence journey from such a young age. I got these when I was 6. I was deeply bullied for it. It was actually such a horrible time, and I was so sad all the time, and I always felt like I didn't fit in and that everyone hated me for something that I couldn't control. And it's really sad to go through, especially at a young age where you don't really understand how cruel and mean people can be, especially kids. That developed my character so much, and it also led me to be more confident in myself, because this is me. I can't change me, I can't change the situation, but I think developing that confidence in myself of like, hey, I can't change it, so I'm just gonna be the best I can be, and if you don't like me, that's okay. Being able to walk into the room with a state and an air of confidence, I wouldn't have been able to do that at such a young age if I didn't have hearing aids and develop a hearing loss at the age of 6. When you go through something that's so isolating at times, you can come out of it so much better on the other side, and it also made me a lot more empathetic. I hate when people say that they're empaths, so I'm not gonna say that, but I feel feel like has made me a lot more understanding of people and their different situations and the different struggles that they might have to go through, but also knowing that even if you don't have anything that's super strenuous at the moment, that doesn't mean that your struggle is any less valid. And I think going through something, multiple things in my life, but hearing loss, where it can feel so isolating, like I've said, has made me more empathetic toward individuals and different situations that they have gone through. And I think that when you can relate to others and put yourself in their shoes, it just makes the human experience that much better, and I'm grateful that I am able to have that perspective. Another thing that I'm super grateful for and a positive is that I really feel like I am a mentor sometimes, or a friend, or just helping people through their situations, not only on YouTube but also through different camps that I've been a counselor at, different panels that I've been a part of, and just being able to help people through a similar experience, because I know that this is so scary and there's a lot of unknowns, and I feel like it's not super commonly talked about. So being able to help people has honestly been one of the biggest positives to come out of my situation. I think that when you struggle and you come out of it, or you're in the struggle, being able to help others is one of the most amazing experiences and feelings that can come out of it, no matter what you're going through. And I'm just really grateful that I have been able to do that at some level. I've also made friends through deaf communities, through hearing loss communities, through different camps and stuff that I've done, and I love those friends and friends for life that I would not have met if it wasn't for my hearing loss. And I think that having hearing loss has really brought me closer to some people, and it has really opened my eyes to groups of people, and I'm just really grateful for it, because I think of my friends that I met like years and years ago that I still talk to, and I just love them. So I'm very grateful for that. And last but not least, and I'm sure there's more, I can do another video like this if you guys want, but I'm just really grateful for the perspective that having hearing loss has given me. And I think I kind of touched on this earlier, but I just feel like I view the world differently. I am able to kind of step back and just view people and situations differently, and I'm really grateful for that perspective. Yes, there are a lot of times when I feel so isolated and I just feel very sad and down about my hearing loss, but when I really reflect deeply and think about it, I wouldn't be the person that I am if I didn't have to go through this. And I think that we should take our experiences that maybe we're not fond of and think about how we can use them to make ourselves better people. And that's really all we can ask for. If you're going through a hard time with your hearing loss, I really encourage you to maybe write your thoughts down, to talk to somebody about it, to really try to think of 3 positive things that have come out of it. To me, when I'm walking on the street or when I'm out somewhere and I see a random person and they're wearing hearing aids or cochlears, I love the shared experience of being able to walk up to a random person that I don't know and just have so much in common with them because of that one thing. When I was working at a senior living home and just being able to help so many older people who are going through this at such a later stage in life, and them being able to talk to me and kind of relate to me, even though we were like so different on the age spectrum and experiences and all of that, it really made me feel good. And those are experiences and stories that I wouldn't be able to have without hearing loss. So I really encourage you, find your people, get on Facebook groups, meet people in the comments. You are not alone, and you are not alone in your experiences, and that is just so important to know as you walk through this life. I love you guys. I hope this video wasn't too rambly, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.